Today we will discuss a very important topic within the sales management. It is what are the various emerging trends in sales management. Fine. We have seen that how the sales has been developed over a period of a time, how it has moved from your ancient time to then pre-industrialization, then industrialization, then it has also faced the great world depression and two world war, and then how it has to the reached to this modern era that we have already seen. And but we have to also be very much aware about what are the various emerging trends that govern our sales management and how it is bringing more change. And as a sales manager, we must be well convergent with these emerging trends, so that accordingly we can make our strategies, we can devise new tools and techniques, and we can always have a competitive advantage than the rest of the player, right? So I will only deliberate on these points. So if you see, the various emerging trend concepts include your global perspective, right? So the sales management has a global perspective. So what does this mean? What is the meaning of global perspective? So if you will see that earlier what is actually happening, there is a global competition is now being intensified. Earlier there was only a domestic company who is producing their goods in their own area, and the consumption of such product is also taking place in their domestic area. So they have never thought about moving to the foreign market, and they are never ever thought of facing any challenges from the foreigners, fine. But actually what happened over a period of some time, then slowly and gradually the foreigner has taken an entry into our domestic market, and they have created challenges. And at the same time, what is happening, our domestic production player or a manufacturer are also looking for some market in the domestic foreign market also. So they have two type of competition. One, they have a competition in the foreign country, and second type of competition they are facing is that within the domestic market they are facing challenges from the foreign player also, fine. At the same time, that the salesperson and sales manager must manage their sales force to meet foreign competition in their country and to improve their country's personal selling effort in the other country. So it is now very clear to you how this global perspective is managing or is creating some change in the sales management style. Means now it is not sufficient that I only manage my salesperson for my foreign assignment. At the same time, I have to equip my domestic salesperson to how to beat the competition that is being exposed by the foreign player in my domestic country. So sales managers selling goods and services in global marketplace face challenges such as differences in culture. Now the question comes, why it is important to address this global perspective? See, either you move to the foreign country or the foreigner comes to your market, so there may be some fundamental differences that pose the challenges. So there is a difference in the culture, there is a different type of language is being used, there is a different requirement or the purpose behind buying, and there is a different style of negotiation, and many more. So these are the certain area I have touched upon regarding where you have to do some concrete changes so that you are overcome these challenges, right? And if you see that the market is expanding day by day, either it's your domestic market or a global market. So now companies should not only focus on their domestic market, but they also have to focus on the global market also. So this is the first aspect under the emerging trend. The second emerging trend is revolution in technology. So if you see, nowadays you are well aware about what kind of technological innovations are taking place, at what pace these technological innovations are happening, and how it is creating opportunities as well as challenges for both customer and the seller. And in this revolution, the digital revolution and the management of information have greatly increased the capacity of consumer and marketing organization. If you see, today's buyer are much more informed on product, supplier, price, place. Fine, they are much more aware, they are much more knowledgeable, they are much more informed than your previous generation of buyer. And that too because each and every information is now available only on the tip of your finger, and it is all the information just away from the click of your mouse. Whatever thing you want to know about the product, the prices, what are the competitor, what are the different offerings, that these all can be obtained just within a click of a mouse using internet. Right? So these are great deal of information about almost everything is available. So this is creating more challenge to the marketer as well as to the sales force. Now the companies can have two-way communication with prospect, customer, intermediaries and supplier also. So at the same time, companies must use these technological revolution, particularly the ICT, information communication and technology, to enhance their two-way communication with the prospects. Prospect means the person who is not using your product right now, but they will buy your product for sure in coming future. Fine. And at the same time, they have to have a better communication with the customer. They should keep informing their customer about the various features of the product, various price discounts being offered, what are the new technology they are coming up with. So these are the things. And at the same time, intermediaries, be it a wholesaler, retailer, they must be informed, and their supplier of finance, supplier of raw materials should be also into the loop of the communication. And the organization must adopt the latest technology, right, in order to effectively compete, be it your salesperson or sales manager. Right? So this you have to be very much careful about that. Whatever techniques and tools or the technology you are using, it should be very effective and efficient. At the same time, it should be very cost effective also, because in a very first lecture we have seen that the major objective of sales management is to increase the sales and at the same time reduce the expenses. Fine, then only your net profit of the organization will be increased. So as a sales manager, you have to be very careful while picking up these technologies, so that you should have a competitive advantage. You should address all the requirement of the modern generation customer, be it your salesperson, your supplier, your other stakeholder, but it should be very cost effective also. Right? So and sometime it happens, since the more and more technologies are involved in every kind of product, so we need more technologically skillful salesperson. The third aspect of this emerging sales trend is known as your CRM, that is customer relationship management. Right? So customer relationship management is basically combining relationship marketing with your information technology that result in customer relationship management. So customer relationship management is what? So we have relationship management or a relationship marketing, and this relationship marketing must be well integrated with the information technology, so that we are able to provide a right kind of information to the right customer at a right time, so that we are able to achieve customer loyalty, and a loyal customer will bring more and more business to the near future. Fine, that is very important. And just to add the various type of relationship that we see in our market sales particularly, so there are three type of range of relationship can be seen. The first one is your transactional relationship. Transactional relationship is the one type of the relationship, and the second type is the value added relationship, and third one is the collaborative or partnership relationship selling. So please don't consider relationship marketing or management is only a one aspect, it has a broad spectrum or a range which start from your transactional relationship. It means there are certain selling situation where our relationship is only based on the transaction only. There are certain type of relationship in selling that where we focus on more value adding, and the third and the most important type of relationship, and that is more mature relationship with our customer and supplier, is the collaborative one. So just have a look of these relationships so that we will able to understand this customer relationship management in a more clear way. The transactional relationship is a relationship where we exchange goods and services for the money, but it is restricted only to a particular transaction. Means once we have sold the product and we have received the money, then this particular relationship is over. It is only based on the transaction only. So we are not concerned about the future also. This type of relationship is seen in case of weekly market. When we travel through the train, we buy some food stuff, we take tea from the tea vendor, etc. So both the customer and this seller are focusing only on this relationship based on only single transaction, one transaction at a time. He is not concerned about their future, maintaining future relationship with you, because there is no surety that you are going to visit again and on the same train, and the same salesperson or the tea vendor will be available and you will purchase the tea from him. So therefore this type of relationship is based on transaction. Or even in case there is some fair, some trade shows is there, they try to sell something, so they are basically focusing only on the transaction selling. Now the second case, which is the second one, is the value added relationship. So value added relationship is basically where the customer and salesperson come together, and the salesperson not only cater your present need but try to assess your future need also as correctly as possible, so that they are able to provide you a better product than the competitor. So this is known as your value added. It actually happen when you go to visit to a showroom and you want to buy something, but at the same time the sales executive ask about why do you want to purchase this product, what are your current requirement, and how soon you are going to upgrade in the future. So based on this, he might suggest some of the new product or product to you, so that it not only address your current requirement, but also it is able to fulfill your future requirement also. So if you will see any kind of marketing or sales situation in the marketplace, then you should understand this as a value added relationship. The third is the more mature relationship that is seen in the sales, is basically the collaborative or partnering relationship selling. Here the salesperson and the customer move much beyond their value added only. Fine, they both sit together, the seller and the customer. They try to find out what are your various requirements, what are your various needs, and how well they can be fulfilled with the existing product. If existing product is not available, then how a new product can be designed and developed for you in order to cater your need. So such type of relationship is known as the collaborative relationship selling. Fine. So generally collaborative relationship is seen in case of B2B, where business to business selling is prominent. See, because every business has their particular requirement, which is not at many times it is not fulfilled by any ready-made solution or product available in the market. It has to be customized. Another good example, if you can see, if you want to sell the website to your client, then it require a collaborative. Means not only you have to focus in their current need or their future need, but you have to see how well you can cater, whether these things that what is being required by your customer is available, or you have to create or design something new. Fine. So this is the arena or the range of relationship. So now let us come back to this customer relationship management. So relationship marketing aim at building long term mutually satisfying relationship with key parties. So it is customer, distributor, supplier. And the why we have to maintain a long term mutual satisfying relation, because this will ensure that we are able to earn and retain long term preference in businesses. Fine, as very beginning I told you that relationship does play a very important role in sales, because it is the relationship that bring more and more business to the organization, that too at a low cost. Fine, we need not to spend more money to generate or to have more client or a more sale. So that therefore we have to be very particular about maintaining this relationship. And when we maintain the relationship with customers, the term is known as CRM, customer relationship management. But at the same time, you have to have a better relationship with your another partner also. The partner may be your supplier, the other stakeholder. So this term is little bit changed from CRM to it become PRM, that is the partner relationship management, which is more or similar to the your CRM also. So CRM skill require building a customer database and doing data mining to detect trend, segment and individual customer need. So what do you mean by the term and how it is being used in a CRM? So CRM is basically, if you see, as I told you, the relationship management integrated with technology. So what you have to do, you have to take help of your technology and you have to create database. For instance, whenever you go for shopping and when you reach to POS, point of selling, then they ask your mobile phone before generating your bill or even before scanning your product, fine, or maybe afterwards also. So once they scan through all the product, then they ask, sir, what is your mobile number? And once you put the mobile number, all the data pertaining to you is being available to that sales executive, and the mode through which you make payment, every transaction is being recorded, and based on these transactions, this help them to classify, segmentize the customer, what are the kind of product you are buying, what is your frequency, what is the recency, how much money you spend in their store, what are the product that you buy most often. And sometimes they even have a important information such as your date of birth, your date of anniversary, etc., which they do use for wishing you on your special occasion, fine. So sometime it happens, if it is your birthday, so you will get first wish from these service provider, followed it by your family member. So number of time it happens that it is they wish you first before your family member or friends or relative wish your birthday or anything else, fine. So this is how to maintain this CRM. And it is very important that the CRM program to expand relationship with existing customer, because getting new customer cost 5 times more than the cost involved in retaining existing customer. Please underline this statement. It says that acquiring new customer require 5 times more cost than involved in retaining existing customer. मतलब आपके पास जो कस्टमर पहले से है, लॉयल कस्टमर है, उसको बार बार बिजनेस लेने पे अगर आपको एक्स अमाउंट खर्च करना पड़ता है, यू हैव टू spend 5 times the amount if you want to have a new account or a new customer. एक नए कस्टमर को अट्रैक्ट करके अपने पास लाने में you have to spend 5 times of the what you are spending on your existing customer. So you have to be very much you must focus on maintaining a CRM, fine. So this CRM system integrates sales, customer service, marketing information from various sources with the help of the software, fine. And I would recommend you, if you can do Salesforce management module from ICT Academy. This is really helpful, where you are able to manage all these CRM Salesforce management tool with this software, right, which is freely available also. The next concept is the sales for diversity, fine. Now if you will see that nowadays there is a lot of diversity in the sales force. The demographic characteristic of sales force is changing and is becoming more varied. You can see more and more women are taking up career in the selling and sales management. One such example you can see that most of the sales executive in Yakult is women, fine. At the same time, if you will compare today's sales executive from or the sales force from your previous one, today's salesperson are much more educated. They have a college degree. Some of them are even holding the MBA. Fine. Earlier it was not the trend. Earlier it was the only trend that if you are a smart looking, if you have a good communication skill, if you have a skill of selling, if you are able to sell any product, then you will be appointed as a salesperson. But nowadays if you see that even when there is a recruit selection for the sales people, they ask for that he must be a MBA graduate, or maybe he may have holding degree of technical degree also, because in order to sell technical degree you must have this technical knowledge. If you want to become a MR marketing representative, then you must be a graduate having studied the biology or chemistry. Fine. So these are the changing diversity in sales force also. Sales manager will have to manage a sales force consisting of women, more educated as well as less educated people, and also there is a senior sales people. Fine. So now this has becoming more and more challenging on the part of sales manager, that he has to manage now a diverse class of people. Some of them are female and they have their own issues. Then there is a male. Within the male you will find there are some of the male people are more educated, some are less educated, some are very young in their group, some of the very senior people are there. So how to manage this diverse class of people is really challenging for the sales management, and these challenges are also increasing day by day because more technology is being involved. The younger generation are more tech savvy, while the senior people working in that organization might be find it much difficult to use these technologies. So they are this is creating a lot of challenge to the sales manager also. So you have to be look this sales for diversity, and accordingly you have to devise out their compensation package and the motivational tool, because same motivational tool cannot be used for the different type of people. Earlier it was very easy to manage all the sales force because there is a homogeneity in the sales force. Fine. So this is the another issue or challenge. Then comes the team selling approach. Fine. So team selling approach is basically, it is used when a company want to build a long-term mutually beneficial relationship with a major customer who have a high sales and profit potential. So if you see that this team selling approach is used when we are focusing on collaborative relationship selling. Fine. Now it is generally used for technical complex product or services to a prospective customer. Means it is generally used for B2B, business to business selling. Suppose there is a suppose I am dealing in a product called air conditioning. Fine. So we have a different type of air conditioner technology and techniques is available with us, but we have to customize it as per the requirement of my client. Fine. So taking care of their requirement should be fulfilled. Their budget should be within the limit that I can offer them to best of services. Fine. And might be because I am the expert of my area, so I might suggest something what my client has never thought of it. So this is how this team selling approach works. And in team selling approach, as the name suggests, that team means comprises of number of salesperson. The composition of team may vary depending upon the customer buying center member, but usually selling team include member from top management, technical specialist, customer service and inside salesperson who will be working as a coordination with each other. Fine. So this is how we will use this team selling approach, that this team will comprise of the people who have a technical knowledge, the people who have a customer service experience. There is a inside people. Inside people means the people in my customer's office who is going to tell me what are their requirement, fine, then only I am able to create and develop the goods and services for them, fine. And obviously there should be a person from top management, since it is B2B, business to business, so there is a lot of negotiation has to be taken place. One cannot simply give the demonstration of product and close the sale, fine. And such sales take a long period of a time to be executed. First it takes lot of time to finalize the deal, then it takes long time to deliver the product. So there should be a large number of people. Just take one example at Wipro Technologies, which sell customized software service. The selling team consists of business development executive, whose basic role is to develop business. Then the technology expert, who know how to develop the software, what are the various requirement of the client that can be understood by the technological expert. And the industry domain specialist, the one who know the entire industry, what is happening through across the industry. Maybe whatever client is demanding, it might get obsolete within a very short span of time. So then as an industry domain specialist or a technological expert, you can suggest something beyond what your client is thinking about it, fine. So this is how it is very important that you should have the team selling approach. The next approach is managing multi-channels. Now what is multi-channel? So earlier you have to see that when there is not much sales is happening, there is only this is restricted only to their domestic market. So they make some product, they themselves, or they put some sales executive on work and they go and they sell their product. But if you see that now the things has been changed, fine, you will get the same product from different people, from different partner. Maybe you will get the, let's say for example, the mobile phone, if you will talk about. So this mobile phone is available from the official website of the company, number one. It is available through their own showroom that is owned by the company, that is the second channel they are using. Third, this particular product is available from different retailer, that is the third channel. This product is also available through the various other portal other than the official website of the company. So you can see there is a different type of channel is being used for selling a same product. And when we use multi-channel, it may lead number of conflict also, fine. So if you see that the multi-channel marketing system occur when an organization use two or more marketing or distribution channel to reach one or more customer segment. There are certain benefit. So the benefit is there is a lower channel cost, fine. Then there is an increased market coverage because you are covering more wider market. Some of the customer can be covered through their own official website, some of them are covered by their other renowned websites or the sellers such as Flipkart, Amazon, etc. There are people who love to visit their company's showroom, so they are covering the population or segment from the one who wish to or who love to visit their outlet. There may be people who love to buy the product from the nearby area and from the different retailers, so they are also addressing the same requirement. So this is the another advantage. Another is the customized selling, right? Selling technical product through the company's technical sales force. So these are the some of the example. And if you say that it will but there are certain challenges when you go for multi-channel distribution or marketing. So what actually happen, it leads to conflict and control problem, fine. Maybe if you are selling the same product from different channel, so that people involved in different channel means the on your supplier side, maybe I am a owner of a retail outlet and you are the showroom owner of the company owned showroom owner, and we are both operating in the same marketplace. So there might be some conflict because of the conflict of interest. Might be there is some price variation also, you may find it. So these are the certain things that raise the issue of your multi-channel. because as you know that two multi-channel, as two or more channel may compete for the same customer. So the successful sales manager will have to effectively manage the conflict between channel member by using various techniques such as your co-option, exchanging person, adopting superordinate goal, diplomacy, mediation and arbitration. And just for a note, all the challenges, all the conflict that is being subject to this multi-channel will be dealt in a detail in a chapter called your managing distribution conflict. Fine. So that we will cover there. So by this time you just make this understanding that managing channel, multi-channel is the another trend. Nowadays you will find that every seller is more or less is using more than one channel to distribute their goods and services. Fine. Now the next is the ethical and social issues. Yeah. Now this, as I told you, that the sales is the only activity that bring revenue to the organization. Fine. It is the only activity that contribute to the profit of organization, and every salesperson is now given more and more quota. They have to sell more and more units of the product, and their job are very challenging also. Fine. And when you have put into some challenging situation, so it is a general tendency that we tends to become unethical, because when we have to meet the target by any means, then sometime it happens, and it is been found that the sales executive become the victim of this unethical marketing practices. Fine. So the sales manager have to have a social and ethical responsibilities. Salesperson face ethical issues such as bribery, deception. Sometimes they mislead the description of the product, and there is a high pressure sales tactics. Sometimes they give payment, or sometimes they give to get order. Sometimes they give misleading information to customer by exaggerating the benefit of the product, as if the product does not have that much advantage, but they keep on elaborating that this has beyond it. So exaggerate the product, and sometimes they commit wrong delivery. Sometimes and you all have experience, I think, even now and then, that the wrong product is being delivered to your address, and sometimes whenever the quick distribution and delivery has to happen, then they sometimes they give the product of some other customer to you, which is very common practice. So that these are the various issues and challenges, and today's sales manager have no choice but to ensure ethical standard from the sales force, otherwise they may be out of business or even land up to the legal problem. So it is very important, even though there is a high pressure from the sales team also, but at the same time you have to be very particular about to social issues, because this, if you are follow the social issue, then one thing is for sure, that you will get a business for a very long time. Might be the pace of growth will be low, but definitely you will get more business for a sustained period of a time, and you will never land up to the any legal issues. Fine. Else you will fall prey of the legal issues also. And at the same time you have to be very much sensitive about the various type of social issues of that particular market. Fine. And the last point is within this emerging trend is known as your e-selling. So that we have also talked about the revolution in technologies also. So if you see that the companies convert its website from promotional tool. Earlier what actually happened, that these companies have their website which they generally use for as a promotional tool, just to create awareness and information. But nowadays they have a full functionally e-commerce operations. Fine. They sell their product, they deliver the product, they have a tracking also, they have a payment provision through their website and all these things. So for this the company must have an effective e-selling. A company should carefully select shopping cart whatever software they are using, the service, the security of the customer profile, the security of the data that is being shared by the customer. So these are the certain important issues under the e-selling. So just to conclude that why this emerging trend in sales management is very important, because now I think that by this time you are very clear about how this different aspect, may it be global perspective, the revolution in the technology, and the sales for diversities, team selling approach, multiple channel, and even also their sales professionalism is also there. Fine, now the sales person is becoming more and more professional. Fine, they are not very casual about their work, they take their job very seriously. And e-selling issues and ethical and social issues are very important area which determine the success of the organization, which determine how well they are able to make establish relationship with the customer as well as with the partner. And if they are able to move with the changes, then only they will survive for a longer period of a time. Otherwise, if they fail to match with the changing pace, then they have to be go out of the business. Right? So with this I have covered today the emerging trends in the sales management, and that is very important topic.